Can you guys see this? I think that's as good as that's gonna get. Okay, this is Erin Go Bark, which I've literally had like since forever because my name's Erin, and oh, 2002. It's just pictures of dogs and like cute sayings. I think about this a lot. It is so hot. Why? I'm sick of it. This is January 1st by Michael Schofield. This is really interesting. I want to read this again at some point. This is about Janie Schofield, who, if you guys have ever watched TLC, you've probably heard of her. She was diagnosed with schizophrenia at like a really young age, like 5 or something, which is super rare. There's like recent stuff coming out that maybe she isn't schizophrenic or something, and like the mom definitely has Munchausen by proxy because she like claimed that her little brother had schizophrenia and stuff when apparently she needed to take him to like 50 doctors and they wouldn't give her the diagnosis, like that kind of stuff. So this is really interesting because I don't know if she's schizophrenic or not at this point, who knows, but this is really interesting because either way it does document like what they went through, and like no matter what, she has something going on. Like there's seriously something, like very interesting. Oh hey, this is that book that I was talking about before from the guy from Korn. Let's see, is this one of my signed ones? Yeah, it is. There it is. This is CDs, we're not gonna go through that. This is my old Wreck This journal. I don't think I did anything like really that good in it though. I was like really excited when I first got it. Like, did everyone have a Wreck This journal and was everyone this excited, or was it just me? Probably not just me. Oh, these are books that I got recently from my local library because they were getting rid of books. Like they had a table of free books and I was like, well, of course I'm gonna take some books because I'm like that. So I have a book about Haunted Gettysburg, which I haven't read, and guess what? Another book about conspiracy theories. Oh, I wonder if this talks about Project Pegasus. Nope. Well, below that, over here, let's get this one out of the way. Oh, this is from the National Gallery of Art. It's just a book of, I like art books because then I can like cut the pictures out and put them in frames. Like around my room I have various like pictures from books and postcards and stuff that I've framed from museums I've been to. I'm gonna do like some kind of like tour like that. Maybe I'll do like an art tour or something. Is that something you guys would watch? Like let me know. But anyways, right here is all my Goosebumps books. Is this all Goosebumps? Yeah. Okay, so this isn't all of them. In theory, I'd love to collect them all again someday because I definitely owned a lot of them. Like, I regret so much getting rid of a lot of my older books. Like, I remember when I got rid of all my Babysitter Club books, and I regret that so much right now. Like, I wish I had those still. I had so many of them, too.
Editing Erin here. Comment below your favorite Goosebumps book. Mine is a tie between Ghost Beach and The Ghost Next Door, which, from a technical standpoint, I think are basically the same plot. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I have so many. I have 2 books about the Black Death and plagues. Thanks, Morgan. H.P. Lovecraft. I think I read like part of this and I just never finished it. I have friends that are like really into him, so I like had decided to read some of his stuff and then I just never did. I got this at my friend's house because they would have basement shows and they would like thrift books and stuff and had like boxes of books, and I bought this one for like $1 from them. We need to talk about Kevin. I still have not read, but I liked the movie back in the day. Love Medicine I had to read in high school and I actually really enjoyed it, and I bought it because I was like, I'm gonna read it again, and then I just haven't. Story of my life. More books I've just never read. 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die. I think this is one of the ones that I've like actually gone through and highlighted all the ones that I've, oh yeah, okay, I have more in here that I've seen. Let's set that aside. What is this? I'm not gonna go through all the ones that are like hiding back here, but I will show you some more of my like art ones. Like I definitely have a Raphael one because Slippery Baby Jesus is in that. Can you guys even see down here? Not really. How do you guys, how do you like that? Oh, okay. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's not like good lighting by any means or good angle, but yeah, would you look at that? More books I've never read. Like, what is this? Oh. The Blair Witch Project. I can't wait to like have a house so that I can organize all my books in like random places. Like I'll definitely have a place that's all like random movie things like this and my like my Pulp Fiction script and like that kind of stuff. Down here I have my Death Note books. Funny story. Okay, so I like went through a bit of an anime phase when I was a sophomore in college because I had friends that were interested in anime and I was like, all right, fine, I'll watch something. So the first thing I watched was Dead Man Wonderland, which is not a good starter anime, but within like the same breath I also started Death Note, and Death Note is an incredible anime and just like an amazing show. Even if you are not into anime, it's a great show and like probably one of my favorites of all time. Like I definitely would recommend this to nearly everyone I know, but I decided to go on Amazon and buy all of the I'm really ghosty right now, buy all the books. So that's why I have, well, I also bought like some of the like black ones that are two of them in one. So I bought all of them on Amazon. I think I spent like, they were like a penny plus $3.99 shipping, so it ended up being like a really amazing deal. But the funny thing is that for the 6th book, I accidentally bought a DVD of the episodes that were in the 6th book. So then I had to like hunt down the 6th book and I could not find it anywhere just like as a book. So I ended up buying the like this, like the like black copy of that one too, which they're really nice copies and that'd be cool to like own all those someday. Not that I'm like trying to invest in that right this second, but anyways, yeah, that's my story of buying Death Note. I don't think I've read like any of these. Oh, I lie. I read like almost all of John Green's books in like a 2-week period a few years ago. Paper Towns was pretty good. I liked The Fault in Our Stars. Oh, I have 2 copies of that. Oops, this belongs to someone I know that I haven't seen in like 5 years. I think it's signed too. I should mail that to her. Looking for Alaska was my favorite of his books. The only one that I straight up did not like was An Abundance of Catherines. I think that's one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. It was so pretentious. I don't get like all the hate around him. Like I just like some YA every once in a while. And like it did the trick for me. So yeah. Over here is like more YA. Specifically right here I have like a bunch of my Scott Westerfeld books. So I have Uglies, Pretties, specials and extras, and then like this other like book that's like a guide to all of them. I love these so much. Like if you're looking for good YA and like are kind of interested in like sci-fi, these are super good. So good. So good. I want to read them again. I think I'm going to do that at some point. And then I have 13 Reasons Why, which has caused a lot of controversy, especially since the show came out, which I read this for the first time when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was a long time ago. It was definitely way before the show came out. And I liked it. It was such a different vibe from the show. I actually ended up rereading it in, like, one sitting, like, the day before the show came out, because I wanted to, like, remember it and, like, compare the two. And I ended up watching the whole show, but I'm gonna like readjust this. You guys can look at my face now. Hi. I ended up watching the show and, oh, that's not the worst angle. I ended up watching the show 13 Reasons Why, and I was not like super impressed. I didn't watch the suicide scene. I didn't have it in my heart to watch it, and I did see that they're removing it from Netflix, which is interesting. I like don't really know what my opinion is on that, but the thing about the book is like it feels like this it's like it's just him and just her, and they're like it's this very intimate thing. Like he's just listening to her like talking, like whether you like her or not, or think it's like okay that she like blamed everyone for her suicide or whatever. It was just a very different vibe, and the show just turned it into this like, first of all, like the fact that the guy didn't listen to them all in like one sitting drove me crazy. That's like all I remember was not liking that. And like it's just, I don't like how different it was. Like it became a stereotypical teen show, but not in a good way. I don't know. It just became bad. Pull out some more books over here. I have, on a completely different note, Borat. Touristic Guidings to Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. I bought this used, and I regret nothing. My friends and I have this really strange fascination with Borat, and I think it's because we watched it for the first time like a year ago, and I know it's been out forever, but we were all like, I've never seen this movie, we should watch this movie that's like a cult classic at this point. And it just changed our lives in such an odd way. And now, like, every time we go thrifting, we're like, okay, there has to be at least like one copy of Borat here, and like it's like something we check for. It's so strange. And I think the thing is that he made that movie, and like it was such good satire. Like, it's top tier satire. It's so great. This is my birthday book. It's The Secret Language of Birthdays. I got this thrifting too. That's where I get most of my books. I like very rarely buy books, but this book's really cool, whether you like believe it or not. It's really cool because it goes through like different birthdays. You can't see anything. And like breaks down. Bye! I hope they couldn't hear me. It breaks down, like, it gives each birthday, like, an entire page and, like, talks about all this different stuff. And it's, like, weird how accurate some of it is. Like, I've read, like, a lot of people I know, like, to them, and they're like, whoa, that's, like, really weirdly accurate. Oops. Borat fell. It's just, it's a fun book. I always think it's interesting when, like, there's, like, zodiac signs, like, line up with people's personalities in a really weird way. Oh, these were more, like, art books that I'm gonna take pages out of at some point. That's like actually pretty gnarly. Oh no! I just want to show off Rembrandt. And then this is a giant copy of Alice in Wonderland that my friend gave me when I was in high school for my birthday. And like, it's pretty cool. Like, it has some pictures and it's large, so I'm gonna keep it. Everything hurts. So this is not my entire book collection. I have more books downstairs and like in my hallway, and I've just bought more books. But I do want to throw in some books that I just finished reading, like within the last month. I read Needful Things by Stephen King, and this was awesome. This was definitely like one of my new favorite books. My whole family has read this book. I don't know why, but yeah, Needful Things, super good. Loved it. It's like, she thick. I finished yesterday Insomnia by Stephen King, which is she also thick. Not as good as Needful Things, but this is within the same town as the book It. So I was like intrigued because of that, and like it had some interesting ideas, and it set up some of his other books that I haven't read yet, but I like was aware that they were connected. So I'm like just on a Stephen King kick right now. I bought like 5 of his books last week when I was in Virginia at used bookstores. So there will be many more of his books. As of right now, I'm gonna read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark because I have never read that. It was like a part of so many people's childhoods, but I was a wimp until I was about 15, so I just never read it, and the movie looks amazing. So I think I'm gonna binge it before I see the movie, and then I'm gonna jump in and read some more Stephen King. I have so many things I want to read. I'm glad that I made myself, like, I've literally read this much in like a couple, like a month or so, and I'm really glad I made myself read long books, because 1, they keep me busy for a while, 2, I think that when I pick up a shorter book now, it'll be like nothing. Like I'll just fly through. So we'll see. I've been really enjoying reading again. I'm so happy that I can like read for fun now. But thanks for watching, guys. If you're interested in more like videos like this, like I'd like to make one about things in my room and like my shelves and stuff. I think I'm gonna do that. That might also be like another series. I was thinking about doing Find the Pineapple, which sounds dumb, but I have so many pineapples in here that I would like talk about. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.